welcome to Scanlines. Today we've got another unboxing. Today we've got the new EVERCADE Handheld system from Blaze. Let's check it out. So we've got some nice colourful package. This is the starter pack, which comes with the Namco Museum Collection 1. So inside we have a quick start guide, the EVERCADE itself, which has got a nice big thumbprint on the screen. Feels like a Saturn D-pad. It's nice and clicky. Takes cartridges. We have a micro USB cable for charging. And the Namco Museum Collection 1 EVERCADE cartridge. And that's it. I have also picked up the Namco Collection 2. Okay, so here's the EVERCADE up close. Got the nice Saturn-like D-pad. Feels like it'd be okay for fighters. Menu button, select, start, usual keys, shoulder buttons, power switch, a micro USB port to output to a display. We'll see if we can get a cable and test that out. On the bottom we've got a micro USB into charge, headphone socket and volume buttons. Okay, let's turn her on. Okay, so you just get a please insert cartridge. There's no stock menu. So the collectible cartridges are okay, you know. They've got the artwork on the front, screenshots on the back, volume numbers on the side. EVERCADE plan to release a lot more of these. I think they've got 15 slated at the moment. Cartridges is housed nicely inside, and you get a full colour instruction manual with information for each game. However, the quality of the print isn't amazing for each entry. Some are easier to read than others, and some are just downright hard to read, like Felios is rather blurry. I struggle to read that one. Or maybe I'm just getting old. Okay, let's get a cartridge in this thing. We'll start with Namco Museum Volume 1. It's pretty stiff, but it's not going to come loose or anything. That is in there good. Okay. Snazzy. Okay. Okay. Let's check out some Pac-Man. Pac-Man isn't a game, it's a way of life. That's weird. Oh, it looks good. Sounds good. Yeah, there's definitely some response problems there with the up and down directionals. You've really got to deliberately press it in for it to get him moving. Ready on the whole damn D-pad. Okay, let's try something else. So you got save state slots. A load of states. How many slots can you have? Let's have a look. Wow, that is a lot of save state slots. Who needs that many slots for one game? Wow. Settings. So we've got screen ratio, so we can have original or full screen. We'll keep original. Okay. Let's try some Xevious. Feels much more responsive in Xevious, so maybe it's just a Pac-Man problem. Or maybe I'm just terrible at Pac-Man these days. Let's try some Star Luster. Lust after some stars. Maybe we can shoot Angelina Jolie's underwear off or something. Oh, it's a space game. Oh, how disappointing. Thought we were going to get an Harvey Weinstein simulator. Shields, Mr. Scotty, shields! That's grating. My poor ears. From a technical standpoint, this is not bad for a NES Famicom game. Not bad at all. Oh, the Death Star. Now we'll try Namco Museum Collection 2. Let's get some more scalar action. You know, as far as the display goes, it's nice and bright, it's colourful. It would be nice to maybe have had a CRT effect filter, adding some scan lines, make the games look a little more authentic to their original versions. But it's a nice display. What I don't understand is, with it being primarily aimed at retro games, is that it has a widescreen panel. All these games are going to run 4:3, so you've got that extra real estate at the sides with the black bars. Maybe it's just because the widescreen LCD panels are more common and cheaper, or maybe EVERCADE are going to add support to newer independent games, things like Broforce, for example. So on the emulation side of things, everything seems really good. The graphics are good, the sound's good, everything seems accurate to the original versions. I mean, there's no distortion in the audio. That's good. A lot of emulations have problems with the audio. Go on, Rick. Let's kick some ass. No, Rick. It's the opposite of what I said to do. Oh, looks like Rick's been in training since part 2. He's mastered the arts. Or maybe he's played too much Streets of Rage. Don't let the image on the video fool you. I mean, the picture looks a lot better in person. It's sharp, it's detailed, it's colourful, it's bright, it's everything you want. Like a breeze block to the face. Fuck the Demon Lord. We're gonna kick him right in his stupid demon nuts. Core, Lalazia, Bane, Zone, Gentai, Devada, Zarak. It's got a weird spider head. Core, I choose you! Oh, easy, lady, easy. Have pity on a poor muscle-bound freak. Defend yourself, man. The graphics, there's a lot going on the screen. I'd say it's only a small screen. It's kind of difficult to tell what the hell's going on, and I have no idea what the hell I'm doing. Oh, she's relentless. And that's our overview of the Blaze EVERCADE. It's a fairly solidly built unit, has a premium finish. Some of the buttons are nice and responsive. It sounds good, it looks good. I did have some issues with the D-pad in some more timing critical games such as Pac-Man. You know, it's a shame that it has the widescreen panel when the majority of the games are retro games, and that real estate is wasted. It would be much nicer with a 4x3 screen. The game bundles they're quite cheap. They're maybe £15 each for a game cartridge, £60 for the unit. Would I recommend it? If you're a hardcore collector, maybe. If you like your collectible cartridges, it's a nice way to own some of these games again in an official licensed format. If you try to buy Splatterhouse 3 from the Mega Drive, it's going to cost you upwards of £100. Or you could just get Splatterhouse for the PlayStation 3 instead. But as it stands, I can't really give this a full recommendation. It's a little hit and miss. The controls can be a little off, like I said. The face buttons are arranged a little strangely for some of the games that are included. However, if you are a serious collector, EVERCADE have a lot of these cartridges lined up for release. There's the Interplay bundles, Atari bundles, but I would like to see some Taito bundles, some classic Taito games, so Bubble Bobble, Rainbow Islands, New Zealand Story, things like that. They'd be very well suited to it. But I think they're in a hard spot to compete with this unit, because there are a lot of emulation-based handhelds around the similar price point that you could just download ROMs from the internet and dump them on without collecting these cartridges. And I think EVERCADE's in a tough spot. They've pushed for a nice premium product though. It's very collectible. It's got a niche market. So, verdict: if you're a hardcore collector of retro games, it's a very nice collectible. Go for it. If you just want to play some games on the go, don't bother. You're probably better off just getting a handheld unit with an SD card and dumping ROMs to it. And that's all we've got for today. Be sure to like and subscribe, and I'll see you again for some more gaming videos. Good day. Yeah. Scumbags.